Hi, my name is Shanaira Lanaka Stanford. I'm 5'4", living in Los Angeles, California, originally from Buffalo, New York. This is going to be a rendition of the monologue Serial Dater from the play Lacey's Last Chance. My father was a wonderful man who waited on me hand and foot when I was a child. Mother would jokingly call him the slave. When I grew up, I expected to find a husband as loving and as selfless as my father. Instead, I found Frank. I would always give Frank 30-minute back rubs, which he always asked for. He'd never give me back rubs unless I begged, and then only for 30 seconds. One time, I had broken both my arms and they were put in casts. Despite this, I continued with Frank's back rubs. My doctor warned me that if I continued using the muscles in my arms in this way, I would permanently damage them and experience shooting pains for the rest of my life. I told Frank what the doctor said. Frank told me that I was being lazy and that I didn't care about how his back felt. One day shortly after this, after a while rubbing his back, my own was sore. And so I said, "Your turn." And I want a half an hour because I always give you a half an hour. What's fair is fair. He said to me, "I thought you rubbed my back because you love me, not because you expected something in return." I explained to him that I love him, but I also wanted something since I give so much. He told me I was just being selfish and that I should try to be a truly selfless person. So I tried to be selfless for a while, but the shooting pains in my arms, which he would never massage, he refused, becoming so unbearable that I finally figured it would be easier to kill Frank than to continue trying to be selfless. And I know I probably should have just left or something, but the apartment was so nice. And why should I be the one to give it up? I mean, I'm the one who found it in the first place. And even then, I supposed I could have handled things differently. But I couldn't think of anything else at the time. Killing him was the best thing I could come up with. The real problem with me and Frank, I think, is just my inability to be assertive, to assert myself. I mean, had I just asserted my right to back rubs, to my arms, to my apartment, which I found, maybe Frank would have respected my needs. And maybe I wouldn't have felt like killing him was the only option available to me. I think I fluctuate between being too passive and too aggressive when really what I need to do is find some middle ground between the two.